Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to come on real quickly today and show you some of my meal prepping that I do throughout the week. I had a couple requests for it, so I'm going to go over my meal plan. If you guys watch my Aldi's hauls, you will know kind of what my meal plan is. But this week, I actually got 3 more meals out of my meal haul that I got. So the first thing I want to show you guys is I always plan out my meals weekly. I set myself a $60 grocery budget that is food, and then I set myself a $20 budget for any household needs that we might have: laundry soap, dish detergent, Ziploc bags, trash bags, all that other stuff. I set $20 aside. Now I'm gonna pan around here. I have this little thing on my refrigerator, and it helps my family because usually what happens is Tuesdays and Thursdays my little ones go to their grandma's house, so we do not plan meals for this day. We'll just eat a sandwich or whatever. We're not going to cook for this day, those 2 days there. And then on Sundays we have leftovers because everybody feels like mama shouldn't have to cook at least one day a week, even though I'm not cooking these 2 days. They're talking about they don't want me to be cooking on a Sunday. So we actually start here and then go up to Sunday. So tonight we are having lasagna. Sunday we'll have leftovers. Monday we'll have Italian chicken, baked potatoes, green beans. We don't cook on Tuesdays. Wednesday we're having taco soup. Thursday we don't cook, and then Friday is chicken Alfredo. And then I made and prepped barbecue chicken because I had 2 bags of chicken in my freezer, and so I pulled them down, cut all the, I dressed the chicken and got all the stuff off of it. And then I had some extra like cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower in my refrigerator from last week's steamed vegetable meal. And since it's all fresh, I kind of wanted to go ahead and prep something to use this up. And then also spaghetti here because I made a lasagna and I had leftover pasta sauce, so I went ahead and prepped some spaghetti sauce for that. So actually I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 stock meals, which is going to, even though I went over budget this week by about $12 on my grocery, I actually ended up replacing that with 3 meals for next week. So next week we will use these because I don't like to leave stuff in my freezer for very long. So next week we'll be making these 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you can see, I only prep for 4 meals throughout the week. So I actually only have to get things for 1 meal next week because I have made these 3. So my grocery budget is going to be really low next week because I'll buy, of course, fresh fruits and vegetables, and a couple, like the barbecue sauce I'll have to buy next week. And then with my vegetable beef soup, I always put kielbasa in it along with the ground chuck. So I will pick up something for that, the kielbasa for that, and the barbecue for this, and some sides for this meal. Other than that, other than fresh fruits, I'll have to pick one other meal. I'm going to pan back around. I'll have to pick one other meal to meal prep next week, so I should probably only use about half my grocery budget next week. So, with that being said, I'm going to kind of go through with you guys a little bit of how I meal prep. I meal prep on Saturday. It just helps me to help save time throughout the week because I'm very busy, as you guys know. And I like to be able to spend the most amount of time with my family as possible. And whenever I do this meal prep, it allows me to do that. So real quickly, I just wanted to show you that I made up 10 smoothie packs. I cannot wait until blueberries come into season. It's not quite time here for the blueberries to come. So as soon as they do, I'll be changing this up. But until then, we have 10 strawberry and banana smoothie mixes, which I drink one every single morning because I'm so bad about not eating fruit at all in my diet. So if I make a smoothie, then I'm more liable to get those fruits in, for me at least. So I usually take a whole grain bagel for breakfast with peanut butter. I do not like cream cheese on it. And then this makes a small smoothie. But it is about 4 strawberries and 1 banana. So that works out for me. And then I also make up these oatmeal bowls for my husband. He likes to take these, and I just put the oats in there. And he likes brown sugar and cinnamon. He doesn't eat anything else other than that one kind in particular. So I've made 5 bowls up for him, and I've just put the oats, the brown sugar, and the cinnamon in here. On Sunday evening before we go to bed, as I'm prepping my lunch, because I don't prep my lunches until Sunday night, I will put the milk in here and let them sit so that in the morning time throughout the week, all he has to do is pull this out, put it in the microwave, heat it up for 2 or 3 minutes, however he likes it, to get those oats cooked, and then he is done. He stirs it up and he eats it, and that's his breakfast usually. I also was given 2 huge cucumbers. I work in a doctor's office, and around here we have a ton of patients who are elderly, and they grow their gardens, and they make their gardens produce way more than what they can eat, so they're usually dropping off produce to us in the office. So I took advantage of this 2 cucumbers here, and I put this in water and vinegar. I do not put my cucumbers with onion in there. I know a lot of people do, but I can't eat onions, so this is just water and vinegar mix, and they'll go into the refrigerator. And my Jack, my middle child, he will eat cucumbers just straight out of the bucket. Down here in this bowl is the leftover taco ground chuck meat from the taco soup that I had made and prepped for one of the dinners this week. I will be taking portions of this throughout the week this week as my lunches. I'm going to be making taco salads, and I will show you, I probably won't show you guys that, but I will portion this out. I only do take my lunch 4 days a week because we always have a meeting on Wednesdays, and they always provide lunch for us. So that's kind of like my cheat day, but I'll be making taco salads the rest of the week with this taco meat, so that's why it's in this container. I didn't want to go ahead and prep the lettuce and the tomatoes and stuff like that because I don't want it to go get like smushy and stuff in the refrigerator all week. Here we have, like I was telling you, I made a lasagna, and this was the leftover sauce from that lasagna, which is going to be my spaghetti sauce. And so whenever it's time for us to have that spaghetti next week, we will pull this out of the freezer, unthaw it, and then we will just heat it up and cook our noodles, and we'll be done. Here is the taco soup back here. If you guys have never tried making a taco soup, I highly suggest you do so. It's really yummy. I had chopped up the chicken for the Alfredo. I don't cook the chicken ahead of time because I think it makes it tough. But I do go ahead and do the prep work for it. I chop the chicken, put it in the bag, and then when it's time to have chicken Alfredo on Friday, then we will take this out, brown it up with some butter, and we'll cook the noodles and the sauce and stuff like that, and then we'll just put it together. This is my Italian chicken, and I always thaw out the chicken for this dish so that I can marinate it in this, and this has been sitting out for a little bit. I'm getting ready to put all this stuff away. That's why I wanted to go ahead and film. It's plenty of marinating time there, so I'm getting ready to freeze it, and we'll have that on Monday. And then back here is just a leftover 5 pieces of chicken breast for that barbecue chicken we're going to have later on in the week. And then here you can see my big old lasagna that we're going to be having for dinner tonight. And then over here on the stove is my homemade vegetable beef soup, which it's hot right now, that's why it's not in a bag getting ready to freeze. As soon as it cools down, I will be freezing this contents, and we'll be saving it for next week. Sorry about all this mess in here. I've been cooking all morning. So yes, that basically does it for my meal prep for this week. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you have any ideas of what can make it easier, I hope this helps some mothers out there and the people who requested the video as to how we do things and how I just make my life a little bit easier. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.